Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I am here to share the storyline of Zosia and Carol on a very popular, series that has been going around. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. So if you all don't know, let's get into the whole plot of the series. So the plot of the series, in this case the series is called Pluribus. It is a post-apocalypse science fiction series. An alien radio signal from the planet Kepler 22b triggers a biological shift on Earth. A virus based on an alien RNA sequence transforms nearly all of humanity into a singular peaceful collective, consension known as the others. So that is the whole plot of the series. Obviously, I will be getting into more details at the beginning. It kind of sounds a little bit confusing.
What are the people like on Kepler 22b?
We can make you your own bed if you'd like.
Oh, no.
Raban,
Water.
it's perfect.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm writing again.
Well, don't let it. Would you like us to make you breakfast?
So the story of Carol and Zosia has a complex narrative of grief, manipulation, and survival with a world of, submit of a collected hive mind. Carol is one of the only 13 people on Earth immune to the joining a genetic transformation that merges billions of individuals into a single hive. Yes, I know that might sound like a lot, but the more you watch the series, the more you get into it, the more you start to understand the complexity of, what is going on and understanding. Because in my personal opinion, at the beginning, the first three episodes was super, hyper, mega confusing for me. I couldn't get what was going on. But by episode four, I would like okay, I started to get it. I started to understand the plot. I started to understand Zosia's role, and I also started to understand Carol's role as well, and how they came together. So it does take a while, depending, like I said, to each their its own. But it did took me a while to understand actually what has been going on in the series. So Zosia first appears as a manifestation of a character from Carol's own novels. She is sent by the collective to fill the void left by the passing of Carol's wife. And yes, in this case, she was, she had a wife. Her partner unfortunately had passed away. Her wife's name is Helen. And they were actually, in a process of possibly becoming parents, as they have decided to basically freeze eggs, in this case, Carol's eggs. So, unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, but they still kind of does have that eggs frozen, and that is how Zosia will try to get, in this case, Carol's how can we say DNA. The hive uses Helen's memories to tailor Zosia into the perfect partner for Carol, aiming to distract her from the quest to receive the joining. Yes, so there is a whole lot that has been going on at the beginning. Carol feels like, the emotions, the feelings that Zosia has towards her, is true, is very pure, is very true. But later on, she also starts to realize that Zosia was created and was, basically manufactured to be, the partner that she wants, especially knowing that she's going through a very difficult grieving process when it comes to her wife, in this case, passing away. So they kind of mold the perfect person for Carol that will make her, basically do everything that, in this case, the hive wants her to do. In episode 8, Zosia takes Carol on a series of dates, including a crooked match and a hike where she begins to use I instead of we. They share a kiss and they basically slept together. And Carol confronts Zosia about being a manipulation tactic. Despite her suspicious, Carol's loneliness leads her to grieve into the affection. So she knew that Zosia was manipulating her. She knew that Zosia was telling her everything that she wanted to know, that she needed to know, but she's also lonely. She's alone. She's been doing things by herself. She doesn't speak to nobody. So Zosia was kind of that peace that she needed and the company that she needed. And Zosia knew exactly how to take full advantage of that in order, to get her mission completed. And, that's basically the whole context of what they have been going through. Carol's feelings for Zosia causes her to clash with another survivor who wants to destroy the hive mind. Carol ultimately chooses to protect Zosia, siding with her against the fellow individual. while Carol hasn't fully embraced the joining. She has chosen the comfort of the hive's representation, in this case, Zosia. So it's like she doesn't want to join the joining. I know it might sound confusing, but she does want to protect Zosia and she doesn't want to lose Zosia. So if she has to choose between saving Zosia and basically recouping the world's normality, then she will choose Zosia. Even though at the beginning she had a different mindset, she was, very, very determined to destroy the hive mind, and destroy what they have going on. But the more time she spent with Zosia, the more time, she was bonding with Zosia. Even though she's against the hive mind, but she also know that Zosia comes with the hive mind. So she rather, be with Zosia and not go through her original plan that was to destroy what they have going on, because it's like a love and a hate situation, because she knows if she destroys the hive mind, then she will lose Zosia, and she doesn't want to lose Zosia because she already lost her previous partner. So there's a whole lot of conflict of interest that has been going on between these two, because you can see that Carol, she has spoken to the other survival, and he told her like, hey, you will have to choose. And basically you can see that she have chosen Zosia, because at the last episode they went on the streak of dates and just spending a lot of time together, bonding. And there came a moment where they had a very deep conversation on the last episode, where Carol basically asked Zosia like, what are they gonna do if they cannot find her biometric, something like that. And she told her that there is another way that we can get your bio, like your bio, but but it will all depends on you, but there is a way that we can go get it without your permission, because remember, you have frozen your eggs, and we can use that in order to get what we need. Somewhere, somehow, Carol, she felt defeated, because it's like, even if I don't give you guys what you guys want, you guys can still get it from me without my permission, and you guys can still use that against me. So what do I do? You guys are still gonna do you. I'm gonna probably lose you. But at the end of the day, you guys are still gonna use me. So what is going on? You know? And I have to be honest, the ending for me was a little bit confusing. I didn't understand if she decided to basically destroy the hive, or did she decide to join Zosia, because of the last conversation that she had with the other person that also survived, that is also immune. Because it kind of gave me the role like she might be, possibly manipulating Zosia as well, to be like, okay, I'm with y'all, let's do it, let's get it done. But at the same time, she might be getting on board with the other immune human to basically destroy the hive by playing her role consciously, and basically be like, okay, I will let the hive think I'm with them, but me and you, we're gonna get this together and destroy them. So I don't know really really where it have left off. That's just my opinion, but if you guys have a whole different opinion on it, please let me know down below in the comments. But yes, they have a very good chemistry. They have a really, really, really good chemistry, and they have a lot of camera time together. And that is one thing I really enjoyed about the series. So that's why I just had to come here and do another recap, because it is definitely 1,000,000,000% worth the watch. But before we go, I also want to say, please, 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 please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Until the next video, I hope you all have enjoyed this one, and goodbye.